Well, we're just talking, first of all, let's talk about the equity market. It's down again. It's call it a free fall. How are you reading this, Darren?
Well, Wole, to be honest, this is not unexpected. We had mentioned some time back that with the way the market was going, that we expected to see the market trading at the best sideways and at worst situation going.
But you didn't see it getting this bad, did you? I don't think anyone did.
We didn't envisage it going this bad, not this bad. But some analysts had reckoned that the market will rebound and could get back to the 30, 40,000 limits. We didn't see that happening, but we didn't see it going this bad. We think the basic problem in the market is that there's just a lack of confidence in this market.
Anyway, let's talk about the MPC decision now and the impact it's having on the financial markets. Starting with fixed income, we've seen yields continuously rise. Bond prices have coming down aggressively. I know, for instance, the 5-year bond is now at 10%. It's come at that high. The yield has come to 10% from about a low of 4% earlier this year. How do you see the MPC decisions impacting on the bond market?
Well, we do not see the MPC decision really impacting directly on the bond market to the extent of the yields that are expected. The effect of what's happening in the market is not unexpected, especially with the 5-year government bond. It's been not available in the market, and so the price is tightened and then the yields have gone up. That was expected because the bonds are not available in the market. But we expect that with what the CBN is trying to do, which is trying to fight inflation, as against trying to just reduce rates, we expect that the rates of the market in terms of the government market will reflect on what's happening with the MPC. And so we expect to see these rates continue to ease up. We expect to see the rates continue to go up in the short to mid term.
And what about equities? I mean, what bearing would you say those decisions had on the equity market, if any?
Well, the equity market, if at best, the equity market will continue in the direction which you have called free fall. At best, they will continue in that direction because what has happened is that what the government is trying to do is to fight inflation, and to do that, they need to reduce liquidity in the market. And when that happens, this market is already affected by lack of liquidity to the equity market. And so any further squeeze on liquidity would adversely affect the market. The equity market is suffering from two things: lack of confidence and liquidity. And now there is going to be a squeeze on liquidity as we rise up to the elections, as we go up to the end of year spending. So we expect that government will respond to that. We don't see the equity market going anywhere different from the direction it's going in the short term.
Well, let's examine even the fall of the equity market. I mean, before now, usually it was the banks that were taking a hit.
Yes.
But now we're seeing that even the non-banks are beginning to come down. And my sense is that there are some people who, like you mentioned, just totally seem to have lost confidence in the market and are beginning to take profit more aggressively. What's your view?
Recently, I had a meeting with some group of investors, and we were discussing about the market and how they're playing the market. What are they looking at? What kind of equities are they looking at investing? And some of them said to me that before now, they were equity investors, but now they've totally moved their portfolio. They've just taken their loss in the equity market and they've gone to the property business. Now, that has happened a lot with some people. You find that the banks are the major players when it comes to the market, holding right now about 40% of the market cap is based on banks. And even if the banks continue to do well, the problem you're still going to have is the problem of liquidity. Where is the money for the would-be investors? Where will it come from? Banks have a cap that they cannot give more than 10% of their loan book to the equity market. Now, many banks are not even giving 1%. So some people that are even ready to take the risk of going into the market don't have the liquidity. And so what we see happening in the market is we're hoping that with the recent change in the leadership of the NSE, and when this comes to a conclusion, that maybe people have some more confidence in the market. But to be honest, from where we stand today, the market almost needs a miracle.
Okay, but in terms of value, I mean, analysts continue to say across board that there is value in this market. Would you agree? Is there any other factor at play that you think has increased the risk of level of this market, such that you think that equities, for instance, the banks, are not underpriced in your view?
It's not about value. The problem is not about value. If it's about value, there is value in the market. At the present valuations that we have in the market, the present prices we have in the market, it's inherent that there are values. With the numbers coming out of the banks, numbers coming out of other companies, there is value in the market. But there's just a lack of confidence and a lack of liquidity. And so even when you see value, once bitten, twice shy. People are seeing value, but they're wondering, if I put my money in this to try and get that value, will I be able to get it? The people that are playing the market now, the people that are aggressively trading, with every little rise, they take the profit and run. With every little rise, they take. But if you're a long-term investor, you're willing to invest on the long term, you're willing to invest for if your children are toddlers today and you want to invest today to pay their school fees, university school fees in 15, 16 years time, oh please, this is the best time to invest in the market and wait it out and ride with the market. You can't lose on that. But for a short-term investor,
anyway, Samuel, I think many people will definitely hope you are right on that one.